I'm recording the session so that people who are not joining today, they would know that what we have discussed. Yeah.
Um, okay. So, ma'am, good evening, everyone. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, very clear.
Okay. So today, ma'am, I'm going to present the job roles, three different job roles for HR management. Okay. Um, well, ma'am, first of all, I'm extremely sorry. Actually, I got a little later that we have to write the specifications also. So I tried to, add in my PPT, but I was not able to do
No problem. No problem. Whatever
because
you have
I,
done in the PPT, just explain that. That
yeah,
is the
okay,
purpose. Yeah.
yeah.
Carry on.
Okay, ma'am, first I'm going to present the job roles, job analysis of an accountant. Okay, so supervise financial transactions, automate and ensure timely and correct processing and payments, improve the current processes from accounting standard, tax related, etc. Active coordinate with various auditors, prepare monthly, quarterly, and annual financial reports, responsible for finance, accounts receivable and payable, ensure timely bank payments, compute taxes and prepare returns, comply with financial policies and regulations, and prepare budget forecasts. So these are the job analysis that we are expecting, or these are the responsibility of an accountant that is like he is going to be going to serve the company or the organization. Then there should be a smart goals for every officer or every like so the smart goals of an accountants are maintain the right supply of no, I have done something wrong. Just give me 1 minute now. Yeah, the smart goals for an accountant should be as for specific like follow up the transactions and finance related issues. Measurable, it should be zero audit mistakes. That means the error mistake should be low. And then attainable, um, his goal should be attainable at least at one time. He has to just attend 20 accounts for audit transactions and pending issues so that he'll be properly able to complete the things on time. Then reliable, target number is the realistic based on past data so that he can compare the things that last month or on last quarterly or 15 days that he has done this much of this quantity of the numbers has done properly, so that he should take the goal so that it will be realistic or he can complete it on time.
You can have a
Then
comparison with, right?
yes, ma'am. Then time bound. He should be time bounded within 24 hours services to the clients so that in transactions or in their payments, he has to update within 24 hours to the clients. Okay. Then, ma'am, next job role will be uh, of a sales manager.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be the job description of a sales manager. It is, ma'am, he should be responsible for the supervising and organizing the sales team. Then he has to like coordinate with the marketing department on lead generation, overseeing the performance of sales team by tracking sales goals. Like he has to supervise all the things or overseeing all the things that they are going to take over the things how they are doing. So every time he has to oversee his team or his goals that they have set for themselves. Then need excellent communication skills, one should have excellent communication skills so that he could communicate with the dealers and the clients and the customers to make a
That
good
will come
relation.
in job specification. So all the skills and the qualification part we will write in job specification. Which okay, you have not written, but I'm just telling it so that
Okay,
you are aware of that.
okay, ma'am. Okay. Then
Creating
ma'am,
the
motivating
team
the
through
team
counseling. Okay, right. Go on.
through counseling and product knowledge,
Okay,
and training to update the communication skills of the sales team.
right.
Then interact with different departments for better results, so
Mhm.
that whenever he needed, he have a better communication with the other departments to resolve the issue if they are like having any issue, any type of issue there. So interact with different departments for better results, and need to understand the customer demand. Like he has to understand the demand, what the customer is demanding, what type of services they demand, or if they are having some complaint with the goods we are providing them, then we have to need understand that part. Then providing great customer services.
One important thing that
Then,
you've not mentioned here is about their his own sales goals. You have written that overseeing the performance of sales team by tracking their sales goals, but what about his
yes,
own
ma'am.
sales? So you have to mention something
Okay.
about revenue or sales revenue. इतना लेकर आ रहा है, so he would be achieving his target or his or her target of 3 crore, 2 crore, whatever. So it should go
Okay.
into job description.
Okay.
If it's a
Ma'am,
general
actually,
job description, and we can mention that he or she would be able to complete the targets of the organization as provided
yes,
by
ma'am.
company. If there is no
Okay, ma'am.
figure mentioned,
Yes.
yeah, so that it has to be
Yeah.
mentioned. So because the
Okay.
sales department runs on targets,
Yeah, ma'am.
we have to
Actually,
mention. Yeah.
yeah, figure wise, I was unable to,
It's okay if you don't want to write figures.
like,
Still, you can mention that that the
yeah, okay.
targets of or the venues have to come within the organization. Okay, let's go to smart goals.
Okay. Then, ma'am, the smart goals of a sales manager should be like specific. He has to increase month turnover so that he could gain good profit, and then increase overall sales by 20% by next year. So, like his goal should be measurable so that he could complete his goal. Then reduce cost while maintaining the quality. Then, ma'am, increase revenue, and customer lifetime values. Then he should be like timely or time bound. I should like form a length of time for your set goals. That
From
in
a length
this
of time,
within this
mother,
time
you have to
period,
mention, yeah. So
yeah,
maybe a year we are talking about, so you can mention within a year.
okay, ma'am. Okay, so actually, this is the first time I made a PPT and I learn it for my kids, but I did something wrong.
It's okay, not a problem. See, that's how we will learn. Till the time we won't do it ourselves by our hands, we won't be able to learn it. So you've done a good job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice. So Rupesh, you want to go next?
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Neeru, two jobs are good enough. Yeah, we'll give chance to Rupesh now.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can stop sharing the screen so that Rupesh can
No,
take
yeah, just
over.
a minute, ma'am. Seven, two, ma'am, just a second.
Just go to share screen and stop. Perfect. All
May I,
right.
ma'am, proceed?
Yes, Rupesh, please start.
Ma'am, first of all, the job roles in which I uh, follow three topics: administrative, change management, and people management. In administrative part, there are four bullet points. That is recruitment, hiring and onboarding, payroll and compensation, organizational structure, maintenance and monitoring, formulation of policies and job description, personal appraisal. In change management, in sorry, ma'am.
What happened? Carry on. It's fine.
Ma'am, the server is not supporting, ma'am. But I am try to carry on. In one second, ma'am. In change management, there are three bullet points. That is ensuring that such each employees understand the mission, vision, objectives, and visualizes their role in reorganized company. And second is looking out proactively for areas, processes, and systems that need change. And third is guides employees whenever there are new policies or system, and ensures that all transitions or movements are smooth. And in third, people management, gathering and analyzing consent feedback from employees. Second, conflict management and resolution. Third, matches organizational development opportunity to employees. And fourth, ensures that employees are not stagnant and that they have learning opportunities. Formulates additional skills training for employees. In administrative part, ma'am, administrative officer's job title is whenever we required in a company at administrative post, we first of all see uh, general term which will optimize job title to show up in general searches for jobs of the same nature. The level of experience will help you attract the most qualified applicant by outlining the amount of responsibility and prior knowledge required. And if your position is specified, uh, consider including the specialization in job title as well, but avoid using internal titles. Uh, we majorly see in administrative post a strong leadership skills. Second is a strong written and verbal communication skills. Third is experience in provider relation and recruitment. Fourth is ability to support both external and internal stakeholder, though accurate reporting. Fifth is familiarly with local programs such as child care development funds and more, with whatever topic we discuss. And six is ability to prepare budgets and track them accurately throughout the year. In change management, there are few points which I want to share with you. Leading the change management activities within a structured process framework.
Okay.
Designing the strategic approach to managing change and support operations that fall within the domain of change management. Third is evaluating the change impact the organizational readiness to limit potential risk. Fourth is supporting training and communication as part of change management. Activities may include designing or delivering specialized training resources to appropriate user base. Fifth is evaluating the risk of change and providing actionable guidelines on reducing the impact. Sixth is evaluating resistance in adopting the change at the user, process, and technology level. Sixth is managing the change portfolio, which allows the organization to prepare for and successfully adopt the change. Seventh is authorize minor change request and coordinate with change advisory board for changes presenting higher risk. And last one is conduct post implementation review to access the decision and performance related to change request. In people management. People management is defined as set of practices that encompass the end-to-end process of talent acquisition, talent optimization, and talent retention, while providing continued support for the business and guidance for the employees of an organization. There are total 5 key components of people management. That is create building a workforce that build a better future, comprehend understanding the present and future better, communicate, opening challenge to connect effectively, collaborate, uh, cooperating smarter, faster, and stronger, confront, optimizing on healthy differences. That's all. Thank you, ma'am.
Only for one job you have done, not for others.
Yes, ma'am.
Only for HR you have done. You have not done for others.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Good job. Nice. It's just that I could not see the presentation. If you can send it across to me, that would be good. Because I could not
Thank
see
you.
the screen. Just send it to me on WhatsApp or mail.
Okay, ma'am.
Right? All right, Veena, next your turn.
Veena ma'am, your mic.
Your mic is off. I thought you were preparing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. we can
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
you
I
now.
forgot to unmute. One second.
Share your screen. Go to share screen option.
Yes. Can you see now?
Clear.
I have done the job analysis of 3 jobs. One is a business analyst. Second one is a senior legal associate, and the third one is administration manager. Business analyst. It is about a VSL. It's an e-commerce company. VSL is a 1,000 crore fast-growing e-commerce giant in the world that is revolutionizing the way people shop. We have got here by our dynamic, passionate, exuberant, and talented folks we call the V Warriors. About the role, business analyst is an individual contributor role where you will be responsible for tracking key metrics and communicating business trends to stakeholders. You will be closely working with the business or product teams to enable data-driven decision-making and would be reporting to the project manager, IT systems. Continuing with that, the roles and responsibilities, you will work business metrics for products and processes. You will pull data required to conduct business analysis, build reports, dashboards, and metrics to monitor the performance. You will execute quantitative analysis that translates data into actionable insights. You will work with and influence stakeholders to take data-driven decision.
Correct.
Competencies required: ability to translate structured and unstructured problems into the analytical framework, ability to experiment with alternate analytical techniques to solve a problem, exceptional written and verbal communication skills. And the technical skills required: good knowledge in SQL, Excel, and any scripting language, R, Python, etc. Basic understanding of statistical modeling and statistical tools such as R, Python, Spark, SAS, or SPSS. Working experience with business intelligence tools, Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, Data Studio, etc., which is desirable also.
Okay.
Continue. Then qualifications: bachelor's in engineering, computer science, math, statistics, or related discipline from a reputed institute, or an MBA from a reputed institute. 1+ years of experience in a relevant role. The location is Hyderabad. Smart goals, I have not made it into that SMARP. I made a statement. I don't know whether it is correct or not. I've just written implementation of e-sales features and resulting upstick in sales figures of 200 crores in the present financial year.
That's fine. See, you comprehended the SMART goals into one, so that's perfectly okay. There can be many more goals for the position. We can write all of them.
I was not sure, so I thought I will ask. I will just write a statement and then ask you, and then because I was not sure.
We'll have a discussion on SMART goals today.
Next is the Senior Legal Association. We about the company Rapid Action Technology, RAT, India, rapidly growing IT player in the Indian market. About the role, the legal associate or senior legal associate will be a key member of the RAT's legal compliance team and will be working very closely with RAT's engineering teams in building global compliance solution for our customers and would be reporting to the head legal compliance. Responsibilities, you will be responsible for understanding the nuances, interpret, simplify, and assist in tracking and ensuring compliance with all federal, state, and local code compliance rules, ordinances, regulations. Proactively tracking regulatory changes in policies across the geographies and building the compliance database. You will demonstrate effective research skills and the ability to prepare research memos using the latest online resources available, including liaising with external law firms and lawyers as and when required. You'll be advising various internal project teams in RAT on global labor laws, implication of related legal risks, and industry best practices. Key skills: strong analytical and organizational skills, ability to multitask, accurate and detail-oriented with sound judgment and integrity, excellent interpersonal and communication skills, articulation, skilled in using Microsoft Office and online legal databases, both domestic as well as international. And the qualifications: master's degree or bachelor's degree in law, 3 to 5 years of experience in researching and documenting labor law compliances, expert level knowledge of relevant employment laws and payroll lifecycle process across various countries, exposure of working in a global company, experience liaising with external legal counsels and law firm. Location is Bangalore. SMART goals to increase RAT's newsletter click-through rate by 10% by the end of the financial year. Next is Senior Manager Administration. About the company Car Care Services Private Limited, the Senior Manager Administration will be looking after the efficient administration of the Personnel and Administration Department of the company and would be reporting to the Executive Director of the company located at Aurangabad. The responsibilities: supervising the day-to-day operations of the administrative department and staff members, hiring, training, and evaluating employees and taking corrective action when necessary, developing, reviewing, and improving administrative systems, policies, and procedures, ensuring the office is stocked with necessary supplies and that all equipment is working and properly maintained, working with accounting and management teams to set budgets, monitor spending, and process payroll and other expenses, planning, scheduling, and promoting office events, including meetings, conferences, interviews, orientations, and training sessions, collecting, organizing, and storing information using computers and filing systems.
Okay.
And the keys: exceptional leadership and resource, time and task management skills, strong problem solving, critical thinking and coaching skills, excellent communication and interpersonal skills, ability to plan, implement and track projects, familiarity with budget planning and enforcement, managing human resources and customer service procedures, proficiency with computers, especially MS Office. Qualifications: bachelor's degree in business administration, management, or any related field. Experience of more than 10 years in management. SMART goals: improve customer service of the company by coaching the team members by December 2023 with a 4-star customer rating.
But why would an administrative manager will have coaching the members by December?
That is because that job has been given to him for coaching also, for team bringing up his team, because he has been given that job also.
His or her own team. Okay.
In this coaching skills is there. It's an additional sort of job.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can say that. See, SMART goals should talk about the primary role of the job that we are giving to the person, right? So, for an administration manager or administration head, his or her primary role would be to take care of the facility, safety, security of the organization. So coaching and all that, right, that you have added as an added responsibility that the person would be taking care of all those things. But
But that is not an essential thing. That
yeah,
comes as a
that can
non-essential.
be a secondary. Yeah, you can mention it in one of the SMART goals, but the primary SMART goals should talk about what his or her role in the organization, as per the responsibilities that you have added. So SMART goals should come from the job responsibility. That is the reason why we have done this entire exercise. It is for all three of you. You've done a good job. So first, compliments to all of you. For the first time, I have seen your presentation. So, and for the first timers, it's really good. Good efforts you have put.
And ma'am, this is the first time I made a
I
presentation and
know,
I
yeah,
present a
that's for Nero. It is
presentation.
really for the first time. So it's really a good
Yeah.
thing. You need
Me
to
too, ma'am, first
understand.
time.
Rupesh also first time, very good. So see, the both of them have done their first presentation here. So as much as you would participate in these activities, see my idea of teaching, I told you in the very first class that I try and bring in more interaction from the students, I mean the participants who are there. Right? The more I speak and less you talk will give very little interaction as well as little clarity whether you have understood the topic or not. The
Yeah.
idea is to complete in 6 months about HRM as much as we can, as well as learn professional skills side by side. So no matter our classes on professional skills are over for now, we will have those classes after 4 5 months. But side by side understanding, see, because every company that you will join on any position that you will take here, whether it is starting with office assistant to HRM to administration, finance, and these days everybody will have to make a presentation about whatever roles they are doing, whatever job that has been assigned to them. So learning communication and presentation skills are a very basic thing for any professional who has to work in an organization. Even otherwise also, even if you're not working in an organization, supposedly Neeru wants to start something of her own tomorrow, or she takes up something that that requires say hiring executives for companies in her own time, working from home. Whenever she gets an opportunity, she wants to go for hiring people. So even then, when you're talking to people, you're talking to various people for those particular roles, you will need to make them understand about the role. And the more professionally you do it, showing them a presentation, 4 slides on what is the role all about, what is the job description all about, what are the skills that we are looking for. Students will, I mean, the participants or the candidates, prospective candidates that you will be talking to, they will be impressed by how companies are hiring recruiters who are so professionally sound in terms of their presentation communication skills. So that's one thing. Second, let's come to the point: the job analysis, job description, specification, and SMART goals. So while we were discussing about all these areas, I'll again repeat the same thing that every organization has their own strategy and vision in place. That's the first point of starting something within the organization. Whether the organization is currently running or whether the organization is new, building up. So their vision and strategy has to be very clear. Out of this vision and strategy, we take out individual departments' goals. You can create smart goals for various departments, or you can just write down the goals in various formats. Then out of those goals of various functions, we take out job roles and responsibilities, which is our job analysis part. Correct? The job analysis then talks about various roles under one function. So in sales, for example, they can be sales head, sales manager, sales executive, area sales manager, zonal manager, depending upon what kind of organization it is. Similarly, in HRM, it can be totally varied kind of roles. So, for example, HR head, under HR head, then employee relations, somebody would be handling recruitment, some other person would be handling compensation and management, somebody else would be handling, or HR generalist who can actually combine all the roles that we were talking about and then they can do it. So that's their job role and responsibility. Job specification comes out of the competencies and qualification and skills that we are looking for each role. So job specification talks about whatever competencies that the person should have in order to do the job properly. So MBA in sales management, HRM, marketing, whatever role that we are talking about, or 10 years of experience, 8 years of experience, again depending upon what hierarchy the person would be in. Next would be, about their skills that the person should carry with him or her. It can start with very basics as communication skills, whether you want excellent verbal or written also, or we can talk about English communication skills specifically if that is really a challenge in the industry. Second is presentation skills, again a very common thing that is required. Then we can come to the more comprehensive skills that is required to do some job. So for example, leadership skills, analytical skills to do something, creative thinking skills. So, all these skills then talk about individually about particular roles and responsibility. In one particular department, maybe for a job assistant or sales assistant or sales executive, you may not need leadership skills. But for a higher position, sales manager, sales head, you will need that. So accordingly, as we move up in the hierarchy, certain skills would be necessarily required. And as we go down in the hierarchy, some skills would be removed and some other skills for execution would be added. So that has to be taken in mind. Then comes the SMART goal part, what we were discussing. So now coming to the SMART goal part, SMART goals are basically, something should come out of your job description. It should talk about the overall role that a person has to do. Then you can take down the specific portion of those roles and responsibility and talk about that what the person can actually achieve, which is measurable, quantitative, right? So like we say that a person is hardworking. So now hardworking, can we quantify hardworking? Can we do that? Think about how can we make hardworking quantitative. So then at the end of when we are sitting to the review with the person or we are giving him or her feedback that your job, whatever role you were doing, you have done very good job about it, or your performance has been very good. We are evaluating you now on your performance, and he or she mentions regularly that he or she has been very hardworking. So how do you quantify hard work?
Ma'am, through his performances, how he is performing in his work order.
Right? So what is the measurable thing that can come out of performance? Can we talk about how much output the person has taken out from whatever efforts they have put, right? So, for example, let's consider HR as an example again, because we are studying HR currently. So, let's continue with that. So, as an HR, if you are a recruiter in an organization, and as a recruiter, you tell me that I have put in hard work in the organization. So, how do I quantify your hard work?
Ma'am, on the basis that where I recruit the correct person according
Right.
according to the post.
Correct.
Yes, and
So number one would be how many, what was the target given to the person,
yes.
right? The total number of positions. Very basic to start with, right? Because every organization would have something in their mind that, these many positions we have to close. So we will just start with very basic thing that these many positions has to be closed within this much period of time. Simple as that, right? Second, we can talk about is how good the hiring has happened. How many people you have interviewed in order to find the right candidate.
Yes.
So that can also be quantified. Because what happens in recruitment is, if you have to, for example, you have to fulfill 3 positions in 1 month, only 3 positions. But your time and effort has gone into meeting and talking with various people.
Yes.
That time which has gone into, because that is basically the rejection time which has gone into meeting and talking to various people who you could not hire. So how do you quantify your time and efforts into SMART goal? Is talking about that you have met 37 candidates right? Out of which one was selected. And the better way of quantifying recruitment is putting it across in the form of technology. So you can mention 37 candidates for the first round. In the second round, you had 22 candidates. Then out of 22, 19 people appeared for aptitude test or psychological test, whatever test the company had. And out of which, for the final round of interview, we selected only 3. Right? So that talks about, just remember that I have to record the session. Okay. So we have to take in mind that at every point in time, whenever we are doing reviews within the organization or whenever we are sharing the feedback with with the employees, it has to be in a manner that the employees do not feel bad as well as they improve upon their performance. So how HR managers communicate with the employees, it plays really huge and important role in the company. That again is a skill that is required. It can require negotiation skills from communication skills, different manner altogether. So now what can be the SMART goal for this particular role of feedback management? To increase sales from 20% to 30% by eliminating ambiguity and misunderstanding through proper feedback. Right? Because most people, when you work in the organization, many people, many employees actually come back to you stating that आपने जो roles and responsibility दिया था, smart goals दिए थे, KRAs दिए थे, we have not understood those things clearly throughout the year. So at the end of the year, when you're doing my evaluation or my performance evaluation, I have not understood the role. I did not even know that was a part of my job responsibility. Because many organizations even now do not give it in the writing that these are all the tasks or responsibilities that an employee has to do. Because companies feel that multitasking होना बहुत important role चीज़ है, but it is not really the case. Right? Even if multitasking is required for a role and responsibility, it is always good to mention it as a primary and secondary responsibility so that it is well understood by the employee who is going to work. Right? For example, let's take very basic example. Suppose you hire a help for your home. Right? What are the basic skills that you require, or what are the basic roles and responsibilities that you require in your house help or maid or whatever you want to call them? Cleaning, cleaning utensils, mopping and cleaning the floor and all that thing.
Mopping and cleaning.
Yeah.
Then dusting.
Dusting.
Then washing
in
clothes.
Some cases, yeah. In some houses, that washing clothes also is an added
Then
responsibility.
putting the washed clothes for drying.
I know, that's most important. Right.
Then cleaning the kitchen slab and other things.
Correct. If they are washing utensils, then cleaning the slab and all is also important. Right, so these are some skills, primary skills that we like, any primary responsibilities that we require in a house help. And what are the secondary things that goes with that? What are the secondary things? जो हम बोलते नहीं हैं पर हमारी मेट से हम करा लेते हैं घर में.
That whatever additional tasks which we are telling, they should do without showing face.
Right. So that is, that is the reason why a lot of ambiguity and misunderstanding happens between house helps and the owners. That we do not write down, because we do not obviously write down about that. We do not tell them that these are the major responsibilities that you'll have to do. We give them the salary or whatever wages that we have to pay them every month with the basic understanding that these are the 5 major roles and responsibilities that the person has to do. What about the other things that goes without saying? Along with that, similar things happen in the organization also. In organization, the difference is that you can actually write it down and hand it over to the employees that these would be these primary and secondary responsibilities that you'll have to do. Any additional task or any additional project that will come up, will obviously be evaluated in a different manner altogether. So some people actually goes to the extent of writing all these things in their offer letter as well. That time to time there can be some additional roles and responsibility also, depending upon the nature or circumstances that may occur. So for example, one of your department's person leaves the job. So what happens is, in the meantime, we are hiring a new person in place for that person. The roles and responsibility of that person also goes on to the other people who are already working. So that you cannot predict in the when you are actually giving the roles and responsibility. Hence, it is always beneficial to mention that, so that it doesn't lead to misunderstanding or ambiguity in understanding the role. Right. So that's the feedback. So what would be the SMART goal for this feedback management? To improve sales performance. So we are just talking about one function, sales. Measurable by 20% in 2021 to 30% in 2020 to 30%. So employees should feel their work is meaningful and contributes to the organization as a whole. Right? So timely feedback or timely reviews will actually give them that whatever they are doing, whatever they have been asked to do, or whatever they have been hired to do in the organization is actually happening in the similar manner. Otherwise, what will happen? Suppose you join an organization today, and for 6 months, I don't give you any feedback as your reporting manager. You always come up to me, I'll accept whatever you are giving to the head as a head, but I don't give you any feedback. I'll just say, okay, hai, theek hai, fine, all these things. And after 6 months, during the performance evaluation, I tell you that your performance have not been up to the mark. How will it leave you? It will leave you disappointed. You will not be happy about the things that is going on in the organization. You will always talk about your manager that your manager is not giving you the feedback. So these kind of ambiguity is the result purely because we don't give timely reviews. That is the reason many good organizations have come up with a solution that they will have timely reviews, which can be weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly. So that if I am lacking in my performance in 1 month, I know how much I have to do in the next month so that my overall performance does not go into a problem area. Right? Like here also it talks about quarterly feedbacks to employees. Then next role of HR is boost company culture. I'll always talk about that company culture is a major responsibility of leadership, management and HR. It goes hand in hand. Most of the employees who leave the organization leave because they do not understand the company's value. That's a Gallup survey that talks about it. So what can be the SMART goal for this particular thing is increase the percentage of workers who express we have positive work environment from 75 to 80%. So last year you did a survey, you took the help from Gallup or you took the help from any other institution, and then you found out that 75% of people were happy with the environment. So this year, now you are making it a promise for your organization that as an HR, you will now do some good, introduce some good policies, some best practices, some good creative things, so that your entire work environment improves. Now the goals would be to maintain positive value-based work environment, measurable 75 to 80%, that is an attainable 5%. Majority of the employees live the values of the organization. Timely quarterly workplace survey. How you can actually quantify it is by doing workplace survey. Right? So you can create your own surveys or you can hire external consultants who can create surveys for you and then you can run those surveys. Right? These are few other SMART goals that goes with HR professionals. Reduce churn rate by 20%, increase the review completion rate to 15%, boost the number of employees achieving their target by 20%, increase the number of available training programs next quarter by 30%, increase the participation in team building activities by 15% in every quarter. Right? So there are some more, right? So this is how you can actually write SMART goal for any particular position. Any question on this? Well understood, Gulshan? Rupesh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions on this?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. So now if I ask you to create a SMART goal for some position, will you be able to do that crisply? Like how we discussed just now?
Okay, we'll try, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's do for marketing manager.
Okay, ma'am.
So marketing manager for an e-commerce company.
For next week, ma'am.
No, we are doing it right now. No, next week.
Okay, ma'am.
We are hiring a marketing manager for an e-commerce company. E-commerce companies are something like very similar to what Amazon and Flipkart is.
Okay.
The major responsibility of the person is to create employer branding on social media and other channels.
Please.
So from this responsibility now you have to create SMART goals. So let's see how you do that. I'm on mute, but I'm available. So if you want to ask anything, I'm here.
This class will continue to the professional class also, ma'am.
We are not doing professional classes right now. The professional skills classes are over for now. We will again start it last month of the course. So currently these classes are 2 hours classes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Gulshan?
Ma'am, kindly repeat it again, ma'am. Whatever task you have given to us.
The task is that you have to write SMART goal for a position of marketing manager. The marketing manager is of e-commerce company, something like Flipkart or Amazon, if you're aware about. The person's major responsibility is to create
SMART goals of position of marketing manager and
e-commerce company. For e-commerce company, e-commerce companies are like जैसे Flipkart होती है, Amazon होता है, Amazon है.
e-commerce company.
And his or her major responsibility is to
His or her major responsibility.
improve employer branding. I mean, their brand has to be improved.
Responsibility to improve.
Employer brand.
To improve major branding.
Employer branding. So their company's branding in social media segments, especially in other channels also. So now, how will you write smart goals for this particular position?
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, may I speak?
You're done, Rupesh, Banalia?
Yes, ma'am.
Just give 2 more minutes, let other people complete, and then we'll share.
I actually done on paper, ma'am.
No problem, no
Rough,
problem.
rough.
You can read it through, no issue.
Okay, ma'am. First of all, ma'am, we have to increase brand awareness.
We will give 2 more minutes, Rupesh.
Lead.
2 minutes और देते हैं सबको
Okay.
complete करने के, then we'll start.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, done. So let's give chance to Rupesh first because Rupesh was the one who completed.
No problem, ma'am. If any other will speak.
No, start it.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, if we work for a e-commerce company named as Flipkart, then we first of all think what smart goal we specified. What exactly do I want to achieve? And after that, how will I know when I have reached my goal? And then I think, how can I achieve this goal, and the goal, how much the goal is realistic. After that, we fix how much time bound in which we have to work on that to achieve that goal. For that, uh, we have to increase the business revenue. Just as the commonly utilized tool, the effective goals for marketing, it allow marketers to set up actionable objectives in line with the organizational goal, as well as aligning them to personal and professional development of an individual. Whoever
That's
work
about their job
work
responsibility. What about the smart goal?
uh, in previous I talked about smart goals, ma'am. First we have to specify about the goals, and
Yeah, what are the
uh,
goals? We
goal.
have to specify the goals. We have to talk about the goals. The assignments. The
Yes, ma'am. The goal is in year 2020, 2019 to 20, if a company like Flipkart, a rough figure is that that sells in electric item that sells about 5,000 crore of business of electric item. Then the goal is in year 2021 to 22, the goal is now set up to 20% increase in what we done in 19 to 20. The 20% of 5 crore is 1 crore. So the next goal is we have to achieve 6 crore business in electric item in year 21 to 22. That is the goal, and we achieve this by to expand manpower and advertising company, and yeah, that's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else who would like to share?
Okay. May, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, as this company is totally new and want to establish in the e-commerce world, so first of all, we have to introduce ourselves through advertisement and on social media, and then we have to set a budget for that how could we advertise our company more in a low budget. So for this, ma'am, we have to set an low profit, so that we reliable, because the company is low, so we will just set a goal towards the profit is just 5%, because the company is new and we are just establishing it and introducing it to the e-world. So then, ma'am, we should cost should be low and within the good quality, so it will be reliable too. If the cost is low and products are good, then people will be
Just
so
tell
that
me,
they can
do you understand what is the role of a marketing manager in an e-commerce company? Do you understand that? Be very open.
yeah, I think, ma'am, in e-commerce, a manager is like he is managing the thing to
Marketing manager for e-commerce.
like he has to okay, for he has to introduce the company in the market, that the company
Right.
is new and he has to introduce about.
Correct.
So when he is introducing the company, then it is that time this is the starting of the company. So I don't think so. Okay, their goal should be get profit 20% or 30% is, I think, very high. So we should start from a small one as we are establishing ourselves. So it is like that. Am I getting okay, ma'am?
How will you do an analysis of what you have to achieve? What would you compare with? Because you do not have a base year, because you are starting this company afresh, right? बेस ईयर नहीं है हमारे पास, जैसे हम बाकी कंपनीज के बारे में डिस्कस कर रहे हैं 2020 से 21, वी डू नॉट हैव अ बेस ईयर फिगर्स, सो व्हाट आर यू मेकिंग कंपैरिजन, फिर हम क्या लेंगे उसकी जगह पर, व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू डू?
Yeah, ma'am, actually we don't have any past data related to that. Yeah. So we are just taking roughly issue ki if we will get 5%, only 5% profit, then it will be okay for the company.
Why can't we do a comparison with our competitors? That our competitors within this year are doing say 30% of sales.
Yeah, that is
we do 7%. We do 7%.
Okay. Yeah, that is why I just take this goal at 5%.
Okay, good.
I set my goal as 5% because this is the first year and we are just introducing ourselves.
But you know, we have to give 5% of what? Total हम निकालते हैं ना, अगर हमारे पास कोई figure नहीं होगा, so 5% of what we are talking about. So we need to be very clear about the goal. See, SMART goals में it is very important to give one objective. Like, you know, I showed you that suppose in talent acquisition, there should be the objective. What would be the objective of talent acquisition? And we need to hire people within this timeline, doing cost saving, as well as hiring star hirers. Right? That's what we talked about. So that should be the goal, the objective. Then from objective, you can actually write it down in SMART goals. So figures को end देना is very important. End देना मतलब 5% of what we are expecting. 5% I have come to through which figure. Right? That is the reason why SMART goals is not really a very I mean, it's a very challenging job for every function head or HR manager when they write it down.
Okay, but I just right now set a goal to get 5% profit.
How will
And
you measure 5% profit?
yeah, but I don't have any
किस
idea of
parameters
this.
से करोगे? That's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
I don't.
So when we are talking about see smart goals, you are writing well. But हमें उसका पूरा complete देखना है कि हम उसको complete कैसे करेंगे. So suppose we are talking about 5%, but we are not giving a complete figure. 5% of what we will achieve. So
Ma'am,
5% of
5% of our input get like what we have just input in that company on the basis of like how much we like how much we spend while doing all these formalities. So 5% of I think that turnover that we used.
अभी मैंने पूछा मार्केटिंग करना क्या होता है हमें बताओ पहले मतलब बेसिक थिंग है पहले फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल फॉर एवरीबडी द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज द मार्केटिंग मैनेजर्स रोल इज इट सिमिलर टू सेल्स मैनेजर
That is marketing a product, that is ensuring through Facebook or ads or,
Right.
whether flexes, sell the company.
करेक्ट सो सेल्स मैनेजर्स जॉब इज टू सेल प्रोडक्ट और सर्विसेज जो भी है कंपनी का राइट For example, sales manager would be for Flipkart would be people who are sellers, who are there, who are making selling sales through the company. So continuing with the Flipkart, I'm giving you because Flipkart we understand and we see how the app works, right? Now, marketing manager's job for Flipkart would be, or any e-commerce company would be, to make the company's presence felt in the market. फ्लिपकार्ट के आने से पहले सपोज लेट्स टॉक अबाउट 2012-11 when Flipkart was introduced and I'm forgetting what was the base year. So before Flipkart, what was our shopping experience? How were we shopping? We were going
Go
to
to
the
market and
malls,
shop.
yeah, we were going to malls or market or shopkeepers and then we were buying. So you can touch and feel the cloth or any product. You can actually have that product in your hand, feel, see guarantee and all that stuff. You can talk to the shopkeeper person and then you can buy this product. You are doing that, right? How that entire experience of selling through e-commerce was introduced. So what was the job of the marketing manager? The marketing person job was the most difficult during that phase because they had to create something which never existed. Because you're making a complete difference in the shopping experience of a person who was in habit of doing it throughout his entire lifetime. So very big change that we were bringing in people's lives. And what happens when a big change comes in our life is we always retaliate. We don't really go ahead with that. We always had apprehensions. What if I buy through an app or .com company, and what if my money goes waste? What if I do not get quality product? Right? So that is the kind of picture, or that is the kind of image a marketing manager has to build about the employer or the company in the minds of the people, so that we can actually go ahead with buying product. So that is the role of marketing manager. Now, very specifically, as I mentioned in the case, I mean the assignment that I gave you, that we have to talk about only about social media presence of the company. So, how do you see when you go to Facebook these days or WhatsApp? और व्हाट्सएप पे तो नहीं आता है चलो इतना but Facebook पे Instagram पे और Twitter पे what kind of advertisements you see? You open a video even on YouTube, you open a video and you see many advertisements coming in.
Yes.
So that's the job of marketing manager, to make a presence felt to employees or to people. What they do is they create very strong advertisements. Obviously with the help of the media companies or advertising department or content department. Every company has various departments. See, why I'm giving you different roles and responsibility to understand is because it is as an HR manager, it is our responsibility to understand the company as a whole. You want to go into the traditional HR management role, then obviously we do not need to understand the industry very well. But if you're looking forward to a strategic planner or a business human resource, which we call business process human resource, BPHR. These are the people who actually understand the organization through and through. Right? And once you start understanding through and through all the positions, all the departments, all the functions, how companies work, then you will be able to hire people much more efficiently. Then you will be able to give promotions or talk about performance evaluation much more concretely. Then only when we understand the entire process of organization, you will be able to introduce training and development processes. Otherwise, what will happen? Suppose you do not understand the company at all. Right? How will you introduce good measures in training and development? How can we do that? हम बेसिक सी ट्रेनिंग बताएंगे कि कम्युनिकेशन रख लो, प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स की रख लो, टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग दे दो, but will you be able to come out with the solutions that these many people in our company do not understand the company's roles and responsibility or their own roles and responsibility? These are the gaps which are there, and this is how we have to increase those gaps. Right? We talked about competency mapping in one of the classes. Competency कैसे map करते हैं? Okay, let's go to the very basics of competency mapping. Suppose you need one competency to do your job as an HR manager. Let's talk about negotiation skills, right? So, as a recruiter, person who is hiring somebody in the organization,